হ্যালো আমেরিকা অনুষ্ঠানে ভয়েস অফ আমেরিকার ওয়াশিংটন স্টুডিও থেকে আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি। আমি সাবরিনা চৌধুরী। এই অনুষ্ঠানের মাধ্যমে প্রতি সপ্তাহে আপনাদের জন্য আমরা নিয়ে আসছি আমাদের চারপাশের খবরাখবর, সেই সাথে থাকে বিভিন্ন ব্যক্তিত্বের সাক্ষাৎকার। তাহলে চলুন আর দেরি না করে শুরু করি আমাদের আজকের আয়োজন। ব্রিটেনে পাকিস্তানের সাবেক রাষ্ট্রদূত আকবর আহমদ 1971 সালের যুদ্ধের সময় তৎকালীন পাকিস্তান সরকারের পক্ষ থেকে বাংলাদেশে কর্মরত ছিলেন। তিনি সেই ভয়াবহ সময়ে স্মৃতিচারণ করেছেন। তার সাথে কথা বলেছেন আহসানুল হক।
তুমি কি কখনো শিশুর মাথার খুলি দেখেছ? নারকেলের খোসার মতো দ্বিখণ্ডিত পড়ে আছে। দেখেছ কোনো ব্যক্তিত্ববান পুরুষকে শিশুর মতো কাঁদতে? সান্তাহার জংশনের রেল লাইনে পড়ে থাকতে দেখেছ লজ্জাশীলা নারীর বিবস্ত্র মৃতদেহ? ওরা কোন পক্ষের তাতে কি আসে যায়? বাংলার সবুজ ঘাসের উপর মৃত্যুর বিভীষিকা, গণহত্যার বীভৎস উৎসবে মেতেছে। ওরা কারা? মা, আমাকে তোমার আঁচলে লুকিয়ে নাও। ওরা মানুষকে ধরে নিয়ে যাচ্ছে মৃত্যু শিবিরে। মানুষ যখন মানুষকে সংহার করে, পশুর মতো হত্যা করে, এর চাইতে লজ্জার কিছু নেই, আর কিছু হতে পারে না।
ধন্যবাদ। Have you ever seen a child's head crushed like a coconut, or a proud man cry like a baby? Women like broken toys on the rail tracks to Santahar Junction, bright flags fluttering from their thighs. Does it now matter which side did this or why? They were playing these games with death over there in the green lands of Bengal in the year of the Lord 1971.
দর্শক, আমরা এতক্ষণ এই কবিতাটির আবৃত্তি শুনছিলাম অ্যাম্বাসেডর আকবর সালাউদ্দিন আহমেদের কাছে। তিনি একজন সাবেক কূটনীতিক, একজন কবি, নাট্যকার, চলচ্চিত্র নির্মাতা এবং একজন ইসলামিক স্কলার। ওয়েলকাম টু আওয়ার শো।
থ্যাংক ইউ। ধন্যবাদ। ধন্যবাদ।
কেমন আছেন?
আমি ভালো আছি। আপনি কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি, অনেক ধন্যবাদ।
ধন্যবাদ।
You have so many sides in your career, which is amazing and fascinating, because when I was reading about you, you were born in Allahabad
in India,
and in 1943, before the partition.
Yes.
And then you left for Pakistan in 47.
Yes, with my parents.
Right. And you entered the civil service of Pakistan
In 66.
in 66. And you were stationed in Kishoreganj
Yes.
in Bangladesh, which was East Pakistan at that time,
Yes.
during 1970.
70 up to, and I was in East Pakistan up to 71.
Right.
So 2 full years.
And which is the time, the most turbulent time in the history
time.
of Bangladesh.
Most turbulent time. And I had the unique privilege of actually serving in the districts. In Kishoreganj first, and then in Maniganj. I traveled a lot. I saw the people of East Pakistan or Bengal. I met the people there. My impressions still remain half a century after those events and my period there, of people very intelligent, intellectually very curious, very warm, very hospitable, and with a great sense of culture, poetry, culture, literature. I was always impressed by that. There was a sense of a really high civilization. So I really took to what was then East Pakistan and enjoyed it. And we then saw the storm coming, and I saw the responses of Islamabad, which were not, unfortunately, very wise or sensible. And the result was that we sailed into this catastrophe. And when the shooting began and the firing began and the killing began, someone like me, a young assistant commissioner in charge of a district, found it shattering, because in a sense you were dividing myself into two, because I was there to protect these people. They were my charge. We felt very proud of being their assistant commissioner. In East Pakistan they called it SDM, subdivisional magistrate. And in the end you didn't know who was on which side and what was happening. Don't forget, Ehsan, that 3 of my batchmates, 4 if you count this previous batch, 4 of them were actually killed in the field as assistant commissioners. So there was this killing, it was a kind of madness. You didn't know who was going to be killed when. And even my own survival was a matter of pure luck. It was like Russian roulette, because I could have been in one of the positions of my other batchmates who unfortunately didn't survive.
In Bangladesh, people every year when they celebrate the Independence Day or the Victory Day, on media in Bangladesh, people watch pictures, exactly the pictures that you are describing here, the crushed skull of children and women, dead bodies of women, and when you describe these things and when you say, have you ever seen a proud man to cry like a baby, all these pictures are haunting pictures. Now, when people in Bangladesh watch these images, I think many Bangladeshis wonder whether Pakistan, people of Pakistan, whether they have seen these images at all.
It's a very good question, because when my wife and I went back to West Pakistan in '71 and we talked about our experience in Bengal and how much we loved the Bengali people, they were calling us bingo lovers. They used the word bingo out of a kind of derogatory term. So my sense was they knew very little, and they did not fully realize the importance of that province and that people. They had no idea about the history of that place. Remember, in any case, we are talking of the 60s and 70s, when communications were very different. There's no email, there's no internet, there are no telephones even. So you're really cut off. These two different wings are very much cut off. And today, I would urge both Bangladesh and Pakistan to begin to understand each other. These are two brothers. They've been through a very traumatic phase. I was privileged to have experienced it from the other side. And I would urge both to get to know each other better, to bridge the terrible divide that has divided them for so long, and all the anger and all the anxiety and the aggravation has to be set aside, and we have to look ahead and try to build bridges of peace and harmony, because the world we are living in is moving very fast. And I think that there's so much in common. There's so much love. When I meet Bengalis, the way they respond to me, it's really, love is the word I'd use. I've never felt that they're saying, oh, this was a Pakistani and we are now Bangladesh. It's always been very, very warm. There's so much in common, the food, the culture, the memories. I really am amazed how the Bengali people, in spite of what they went through, and I've described this in my poem, still have this big heart and are prepared to embrace Pakistan. Similarly with Pakistan, I think they have to be aware of what the Bengalis experienced and the suffering they went through. And if the Bengalis would feel better, more relieved if the Pakistanis came and embraced them and said, brother, what happened, we are ashamed of it, we are sorry for it, they should do it, because it's the time to move ahead now. It's the time to acknowledge the pain that we caused each other.
You mentioned the reconciliation process, the importance of the process, and also you mentioned that there should be an apology from Pakistan because of what happened in 1971, which never happened. The official apology Bangladesh never received. Thank you so very much for coming to our studio today, Ambassador Akbar Ahmed. In other words, can I call you Akbar Bhai?
Please, I'll be honored if you call me Akbar Bhai. And let me say dhanyavad, let me thank you for really allowing me to go back half a century and revive memories of a time which had a lot of sweetness in my life and also a lot of sadness because of the way it all ended. But from my side, my heart is always clear and clean, and I really appreciated knowing the beautiful people and the beautiful land of Bangladesh.
এই ছিল আমাদের আজকের হ্যালো আমেরিকা। আশা করি আমাদের আজকের আয়োজনটি আপনাদের ভালো লেগেছে। আমাদের অনুষ্ঠান নিয়ে আপনাদের যদি কোনো প্রশ্ন মন্তব্য থাকে, আপনারা আসতে পারেন আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে এবং ফেসবুক ফ্যান পেজে। তাছাড়া আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটে আমরা নিয়মিত আমাদের এই অনুষ্ঠানটি আপলোড করে থাকি। দেখা হবে আগামী সপ্তাহে। আজ এখানে বিদায় চাইছি। আমি সাবরিনা চৌধুরী, ভয়েস অফ আমেরিকা।